accounted for. We're ready to depart.
Starting line.
I'll try not to be back in time, though. Likely way into the NASA facility would be via an elevator shaft taking us straight down. Hopefully the system is still in operation. Like this, there's nothing better than a flask of a good English whiskey to keep you warm. This looks like it was some type of crew preparation area. Probably the last step before boarding.
Dr. Judith Tatian. Station log. Station log. Dr. Judith Tatian. I have never been so nervous. Station log. Station log. Dr. Judith Tatian. I have been trying to cozy up to Dr. Isa. Station log. Dr. Judith Tatian.
It's definitely seen better days.
I've never been so nervous since I defended my dissertation. 4 hours talking to Victor and his team about theoretical metals, atomic bonding, even a half-hour divergence into magnetism that I'm pretty sure was to throw me off the trail of what we were actually talking about. Then, I got to see the lab. I don't know how much I should say, but the periodic table just got thrown out the window.
Structural damage. We need to be careful around here. Oh my goodness. Some of the artifacts here are from the earliest years of NASA. Oh, what a shame all of this was left behind to deteriorate.
Calculations came from.
There's something wrong with the math? I think it's quite straightforward.
That's not what I'm asking. We've had no success extracting even a sample of material from the object. No explanation for the gravitational effects, no motion graph to explain its harmonic frequencies. I can't even establish a melting point.
Judith.
But you've had me building these prototype colliders for months. And now you want me to pump helium-3 into it based on this equation you've written on a goddamn napkin?
I just need you to trust me.
They were clearly testing space.
I have been trusting you. We keep
area.
slamming our heads against the brick
It
wall,
seems
getting
the
nothing.
inevitable.
And you keep coming up with something new to try. Like, you know what's going to
Not much
happen.
left of this geology laboratory.
Where are you getting your information,
Ironically,
Victor?
the surrounding
I'm
rock
sorry,
appears to have
Judith,
sealed the fate of this part of the
Look,
facility.
not here, okay? Somewhere off base. I'll tell you everything. But I'm not lying, okay? We're going to discover something important here. I promise.
Well, look at that. It appears we've found one of Vasco's long-lost relatives. I'm sure he'll be thrilled to find out. Where did you learn to pick 'em? You know what, on second thought, I don't want to know. The logistics it must have taken to build it this deep underground. It's astonishing.
Project log. Dr. Victor Isa. We turned on the prototype today.
Project log. Dr. Judith Tatian. I watched the gravjet tests from the moon today. It was the first time we were able to talk to the team at Nova Galactic directly.
If there's a way to access the deeper sections of this storage area, I'm certain we'll find it.
I'm already seeing proposals for manufacturing androids of drives. Expeditions to Alpha Centauri and beyond. It's also overwhelming and worrying. It could take years, decades, before we know what all the side effects of operating a grav drive can be. But no one wants to hear that right now. Like a bunch of pioneers racing towards the edges of the frontier without knowing about the grizzly bears in the mountains.
never actually got to visit your labs back when we were working on the grav drive projects. Seems like ancient history now. Only thing we're doing these days is launching weather
I
satellites.
know what I'm seeing, Victor. The data coming back from these satellites is a
My name is Dr. Victor Isa. And if you're listening to this, then you probably already know the truth. I was young when I first headed the retrieval team of an odd gravitational anomaly on Mars. But I kept what really happened that day hidden from everyone except one other person. Even she didn't believe me at first. But I have no reason to lie to anyone now, so I hope you'll accept this confession, whoever you are. When I touched the anomaly, I experienced 12 days of lost time. I met myself. He told me everything that has since come true. The grav drive equations, the tests on the moon, Earth's atmosphere sputtering away because of what we had done. But he also told me about a city thriving on a planet orbiting a distant star. Human culture, art, music, lifestyles evolving and shining brightly across all of space. What price would I be willing to pay for that
From the
future?
surface of Earth. We need to discuss what you found. And it looks like other Starborn got here before us. So, you might have company. Hand over the orb. traced Earth's destruction once again, do you feel any differently about it? Do you see how dangerous the artifacts can be in the wrong hands?
The emissary trying to guilt-trip you for all eternity. That's the true crime here. The artifact led to the grav drive, which led to the settled systems. Earth was a small price to pay.
Though I'm normally a devotee of science, I have to admit that in this case, it failed us terribly. And the cost was immeasurable.
Assuming we weren't going to lose it anyway. War, disease, famine, all the classics.
Don't you see? The power of the artifact forced humanity to the stars. They didn't get to make a choice. How many would have chosen Earth? What gave Victor Isa the right to choose for them?
Are you getting tired of hearing this yet? Because I know I am. Every universe, it's the same speech.
In the wrong hands, the power of the artifacts can make anyone a tyrant. That is why we watch over them. The only thing you're watching out for is yourself.
You're right. If this has been happening time and time again, perhaps they've arrived at a total deadlock.
Don't be a fool. The emissary and I may have our differences, but you do not want to give us a common enemy.
For once, he is right. Don't do this. We can collect the final pieces together.
Bravo. I was hoping you'd make that choice. And whatever it takes to make it through this, I swear I'll remain by your side.
Well, look at that. The emissary just became my new best friend.
You've made your choice. When you're ready, the Hunter and I will be at the buried temple. That's where we'll settle things.
Meaning, we'll kill you. But hey, at least we'll wait. The final round doesn't start until there's only one artifact left to gather. And if I'm not mistaken, Constellation has one or two to go.
Something I need to talk to you about. Forgive me for pulling you aside again, but, well, there's so much to process right now. The emissary, the Hunter, the Unity, an entire multiverse. I can't even begin to wrap my head around it all. I don't know where to begin. The fact that we are the origin of the Starborn. Humans literally reborn by entering the Unity. The same, yet different. It's unbelievable. I feel like most of the knowledge we've amassed in the last few centuries about the universe has just been made obsolete. Yes, that's exactly right. Humans are clearly a victim of their own success. We've been pushing further and further outwards from our home, when we should have spent more time being prepared for the consequences. Our current problem relates closely to the nature of humans as a species. This rush to curiosity has led us to enter the Unity and become Starborn. Yes, and look what it's cost us. Here we are, caught in the middle of some sort of needlessly violent crusade between the Hunter and the Emissary. You'd think that a technologically advanced society would have evolved past petty squabbling over something like the artifacts. It almost makes me wonder if entering the Unity has done them more harm than good. Yes, I agree, but not at the expense of erasing our own existence. When you pass into whatever lies beyond, we don't know what will become of you. Will you remember your life as you knew it? Will the hunger to collect the artifacts consume your life like it's clearly consumed the Starborn? This goes well beyond the boundaries of simple exploration. As the chair of Constellation, I want all of us to have this opportunity to explore the Unity. It would be the pinnacle exploration of our lives. However, after we enter the Unity, we'll likely evolve. You and I, as we stand here right now, will essentially cease to exist. The honest truth is that, well, you're the love of my life, and I can't bear to lose you. I can tell that you really believe that. I should have more faith in you. I'm sorry. Listen, I realize nothing that I say is ever going to change your mind or diminish the enticement of this incredible opportunity. All I ask is that you research the facts before you blindly stumble off into the unknown. Thank you. Well, I suppose I've ruined the moment again, haven't I? I'm getting quite good at that lately. I'll let you get back to whatever you were doing. Just think what we discussed. I know I will.